she was acting really weird on the way to school. So she gets out of the car and I'm driving down Mass Avenue and she sent me a text, "Mom, I like Connie." And I'm like, well, I like Connie too. And I'm illegally texting while I'm driving. And then she says, "No, Mom, you don't understand. I like," and she capitalized like. And I was going over the Prospect Bridge, making a right on Graves. I will remember where I was my whole life. And I said back, "I love you. And can we talk about this later? Because Mommy's driving and I'm going to die." So I came home and I told my husband, and I was kind of fearful of his response because he's not quite as open-minded, and he was fine. I was so impressed with his reaction. So we said, "Okay, why don't you bring Connie over?" And she brought Connie to the house, and the poor girl looked like she was going to a firing squad. And I guess she'd had a couple girlfriends before, but the girls had never told their parents. So they dated a couple months, and then prom came. And it was Connie's prom. Melissa was a junior. She was 16. And she said that Connie had invited her to prom. And my first question, which I look back and I wonder why, was, is Connie going to wear a dress or a tux? And I don't know now why I said that. And maybe I felt like if they were all in dresses, then it wouldn't be like Melissa was with Connie. You know, I was I don't know, I was fearful. I was just so afraid that she was going to get hurt. It's East County. They're not at Mission Bay High. They're not in North Park or, you know, Hoover or even Helix. They're in East County, and East County's got stigma. And living in El Cajon, Santee, and the vice principal of West Hills is kind of a religious zealot. And so I called the school and made an appointment with him. And I went in and I sat down and I said the whole, is this going to be a problem? He said, well, you know, we've never really had this before. They usually go as a group. And I said, well, she's not going as a group. She's going with this person. And they're going to do pictures and they're going to dance and they're going to do everything that couples do at a prom. And he said, well, let me kind of get back to you on that. And I was ready to use my friends at the ACLU, "You don't want a piece of me." I was ready for that card. And he called back and he said, there doesn't seem to be a problem. Then we did the whole, you know, getting in the dress and am I going to have a curfew? And I was a little reserved at the beginning. I don't think I was as excited, and you know, I'm not really proud of this, but I was stuck between, oh my God, how do I do this right? And oh my God, she's chosen such a hard life. You know, I can't protect her from this. I think with the prom, I didn't want it to be less of an event. I mean, when she left here and we had her nails done and her hair done, and she had, you know, Connie had pinned her corsage on her, and it was so important to this child. She had built this night up like it was, like I said, like a wedding night. And I remember just being terrified all night long when I sat home that she was going to be disappointed. I had to step back and realize that this isn't about me. This isn't about me protecting her. She's made a grown-up decision based on her emotions for somebody, and that I can't protect her from that. And is it going to be harder? It is. It is a harder life that she's chosen. But she chose this. She chose to be brave enough to be who she really is. And so it made me feel, I don't know, I was just puffed up with pride.